Hello friends, welcome to our channel Knowledge Amplifier. So already in our previous video, we have started discussion on AWS Step Function and we have covered lot of other AWS service integration with Step Function, like how to trigger Step Function with API Gateway, or using CloudWatch how to invoke Step Function. And then we have seen integration of Step Function with AWS SQS, Simple Queue Service, right? And apart from that, we have also seen how to integrate that with SNS, how to integrate that with Lambda, how to integrate Step Function with Athena, and like that, many concepts we have covered. If you want to know the detailed explanations, then please go through the link given in the description box. Okay. So today in this particular video, I am going to discuss how we can integrate Step Function and Dynamo. Okay, very important. Let us try to understand step by step. And again, I will try to explain as simple possible way as possible. So I will just first create a DynamoDB table. Okay, table name I can give studentinfo. Okay, so here this is the table name. I will be just putting a note here. Right. And then partition key I can give as roll number. Okay, and that is generally a number data type. So that's pretty much it. And here I will just create the table. Okay, it is going to take a couple of minutes to create the table. Let's wait for that. Okay. Right, so here our table is in active state. We are all set with respect to DynamoDB. Now what we will do, we'll go to Step Function. And then here what we'll do first, I will first create one particular state machine. And here design your workflow visually. I will go to next. So let's first search DynamoDB, which is our NoSQL serverless database. So here first let's try to insert some data. Okay, so putItem let's use. Okay, and then here you can see the API parameter we have to enter like this. Okay, so table name. So what is the table name? The table name is studentinfo. So I'll be taking that and putting that here. Okay, so that is that done. And here I will put insert data. Okay, right? And then item. What should be the item? The item is basically what value or key value pair we want to insert as DynamoDB row. Okay, so for the item, the value we want to basically take from our step function input. I don't want to hard code that, so I am deleting that. And then here input dot dollar equal to dollar dot item. Okay, like this I am writing. What it is indicating, that the item value it will be taking from the step function input, that is basically denoted by dollar. In that there will be a key called item. In that whatever value will be there, that we will basically insert in the DynamoDB table. Okay, so let's just create a particular that kind of structure. Okay, so here what I will do, I can give the name as I have already written here, that in the input the key should be item, right? So I'll be taking the name and then it will be basically a key value pair input. So first thing, obviously partition key we have to give, otherwise we cannot insert the data, right? And then I will put a colon, and then here we have to put the value. So if you recall our first DynamoDB discussion, I have clearly told you that we have to put data type also with it. Okay, so roll number we have chosen number data type, so I am putting in, and the value let us consider as maybe 5. Okay, so this becomes our first key value pair. Okay, that is roll number is 5. Okay, then I will be taking the next one, maybe that is name. Okay, and the name one I want to enter as a string, so I will choose s, and the value is basically just for example Soham. Okay, right? And then here what I will do, here I will give school. Okay, another key, and then I will give colon, and then here I want to insert again this is a string value because school is a name, and maybe I can give CMS. Okay, like that. Right, so here this become our data which we will be inserting. Okay, right? So I hope up to this it is very simple. I will go to next, and then here I will go to next, and here I can give demo yt state Dynamo. Okay, and here I will create the state machine. Right, here state machine is created. I will make sure it is having the DynamoDB access, right? So here I will add the permission. Okay, attach the policy, and here what I will do, I will put DynamoDB full access to this. Okay, later while going to production, we can fine tune the access, not a problem. So that's pretty much it, and now we can start our execution. So I can put a comma, and this is the basically key what we put as an extra element in our this particular state input, and here we can start the execution. Okay, so in here it is throwing some error. Okay, so item is basically a key, right? So we have to put inside quotation, which is quite obvious, and here we will start the execution, right? So it failed. Why it is failed? Let's see. So here status is cancelled. If I go here, an error occurred while executing insert statement. The parameter table name studentinfo item could not be used to start the task. The value for the field in must be string. Okay, right. So what is happening, that is, although our roll number is number data type, but here we have to make sure that number data also we are passing as string. Okay, DynamoDB will automatically do the type casting in the backend, but here we have to pass as string only, right? So I will do that. So as of now, if I go to DynamoDB and there is explore table items, if I do currently, if I refresh this, see, nothing is there, right? So here what I will do, I will go back, and here I will click on new execution. Here I will just delete this part with this new one, and then here we will start the execution. Okay, see, it is successful. If I go here it is successful. Okay, this is our step input, and basically as you can see here that this complete stuff is denoted by dollar. In that dollar, this is the item, which is the variable. So that's why we have given $.item in the insert data part, right? And that is basically inserted in DynamoDB. So if I refresh this one, here you will see roll number is 5, name is Soham, school is CMS, which is perfectly working. Okay, now let's see the step output, how it is giving us. Okay, so if you see, this is our step function output. Okay, and if you closely observe this particular JSON, you will not see any unique ID. That is, here roll number is unique ID, right? For our this particular table, that is primary key or partition key, that here it is not returning us. Okay, now suppose after inserting the data, you want to get the data. So whenever you are scanning the DynamoDB table and want to pick up a particular row, that time you need that unique ID, right? So after this particular insert of data, suppose I want to get the data, then I cannot simply pass this particular output as input in the next stage for getting the item, because here that particular unique identifier itself is not there. Okay, so we have to add that. So we will do that. We will just edit, and let's now see how to get the item, whatever we inserted. Okay, that is our next block, what we are going to learn. So here I will go to edit and workflow studio I will be going, and then here what I will do, this is our insert data. Here you can see whatever we did earlier. Now if you go to output section, here another very important point is that if you check the middle one, add original input to output using ResultPath. Okay, so if you click that one, what it is saying, basically that original input to this state machine or step function you can pass along with the output. Okay, so how it will be, I am going to show you. So here in this particular place, you have to mention where you want to put your output. So overall, whenever the block will be executed, actual input to the step function also will be returned in the output, as well as this particular block has generated some output, right? We have seen that is, this is the output, whatever it has generated. This also will be appended in that. Okay, and it will be returning. Now the question comes, where it will append? That one we can mention here. So maybe I can mention $.output. Okay, so in this particular output only, input of this step function will come. Along with that, the complete response will be coming as a new key, and that key name is basically $.output. Okay, so let's test it out, and then we'll be getting better feeling. Just I will save this and save anyway. Maybe let's ingest some other data, maybe roll number 7, and here I can give Ranjit, and then here I can give AV. Okay, maybe I can add one more extra field, subject, and that can be maybe a string only. As of now I am giving. Okay, right, because no SQL don't have any schema, so I can put anything. Right, so let's start the execution. So see, it is successful. Now let's see the output, how it is providing. Okay, so I can click on that. If I go to output, here see, this time it is returning the input, whatever this particular block got the input, that one it is returning in the output. Along with that, there is a new key added which is called output. There the output of this particular block is added. Okay, that's the beauty. Okay, now what you can do, maybe later in next block you can use get DynamoDB data. That time you can basically extract the roll number from this particular JSON data and filter in a DynamoDB table. Okay, so this way you can basically pass input of a particular step function block to the next block also, this way. Okay, so first you pass the input and then the output of that particular block you can put in a new key value here. Okay, simple concept. So let's now edit this step function, and here I will go to workflow. Let's try to understand the next block, which is basically get method. Okay, and eventually if I just refresh this particular DynamoDB table here, see the record what we ingested, that is roll number, name, school, and subject, that is also coming. Okay, so that is also perfectly fine. And now here we can use this particular block to get the data from DynamoDB table. Okay, DynamoDB getItem. Okay, so here I can write like this way, get the data. This is the step name. Okay, and then here you can see what is the API parameter. Here we have to pass like this way. Okay, to avoid the confusion, what I can do as of now, let me just show you simply how from this kind of response, what we executed earlier, what was our earlier response. Let me just open that. I click on this block. If I go to output, how from this JSON we can just take the roll number, because roll number is what based on which we will be applying filtering in the get block, right? So that one let me first show you. So I will just make a pass block here, and then here what I will do, I will go to input and then see filter input with input path. Okay, generally pass block simply pass the data, but if you want to transform something, then you can do that in input. Okay, use the input path filter to select a portion of the state input to use. Okay, so whatever this particular block is returning, that is having input, output, everything, right, as of now. Now I am only interested in roll number, so I can basically use the pass block to get that. Okay, so I can just click on that and let's implement the path. So I want $, that is the complete JSON it is referring, and then here item, in the item here roll number is the next key, and in roll number the next key is basically this data type n. Okay, so the complete stuff I am writing. That way the pass block will show in the output whatever roll number we are inserting in the step function starting block, that it will be extracting and giving in the output. Okay, let's test it out and then we will go further. Okay, so here we are saving this anyway, and then here I will start the execution. Okay, maybe this time let me put roll number 200. Okay, and then here I can give the name as Subbu. Let school is that only, and maths I'm giving the subject name, and then here I can insert this one. So what should be output in the pass block? In the pass block the output should be 200, right? Because that's what we want to get the data in our next step. So let's start the execution. See, it is successful. If I go here and if I click on the pass block in the output, here we'll be getting 200, right? And this is nothing rocket science what I am playing. Here if you see what I did, basically in this particular insert data, I appended input and output both. So that is present here in the output also. While going to pass block, I am filtering that in the $, that is complete JSON, I will go to item key, in that roll number key, in that n, which is our data type, that key, that is number data type. From there, the value, whatever is there, that we are getting, right? I hope up to this it is also very clear. Now I will edit this state machine and I will go to workflow. So now what I will do, I will show you how to get a particular row that is filtering based on partition key or primary key. Okay, so here this is our getItem. I'll be putting that here. Okay, and then here I can write the name as get the data. Okay, right, and here what I will do, table name. So what is our table name? Table name is studentinfo. I'll be going here and I'll be putting that, and then key. Okay, so don't disturb this particular key. Here you need to put that particular column name, which is basically key of your table. So in our case, the key is roll number. So here instead of the column, we'll be putting roll number. Okay, that is the first step. Now roll number is what kind of data type? Roll number is number data type. So we no need to put S here, rather we put N. Okay, number data type, and the number data type from where what will be coming here? This will come dynamically from the previous stage. In the past block, we have basically extracted only the key, and that one we want to put. So I will just put $. But as I have told you, like whenever we are working with API parameter and referring earlier blocks output, we have to put here also $, right? That's what is written here. To reference a node in the states in JSON input, the key must end with $. So here is our key is N. So N $, we are as simple as that. Okay. So now here what I will do, I will apply, and then here I will save this one. Okay. This save. I will start the execution, and then here let me just maybe put some new value 201. So to do, and their school name I can put PMHS. Okay. And Bengali, suppose. And then here what I will do, I will do the comma and I will pass the JSON data. So see, it is successful. So insert data perfectly worked. Then pass block basically has extracted that particular key, whatever we passed. So here see, we passed 201. So it has extracted that, and then get the data is basically doing that filtering. Okay, so in this step input for the get the data, the input as you can see, it is 201, and in the output here you can see only it has returned that particular row from a DynamoDB table which is having the primary key as 201. Okay, if I just go and refresh, here you will see 201 is there, right? That means it is also perfectly working. We understood how to work with get the data. Okay, now let's see. If I go back to DynamoDB, this is our latest run, and then here this is our get the data. This is our output, how it is coming. Okay, now one more thing, important concept what we need to learn in between step function and DynamoDB integration, that is how to delete an item, right? That is also important. So I will just edit this state machine, and I will go to workflow, and then here what I will do, so I want to create a simple dummy pipeline where first we will insert the data, we will get the data, then we will wait for few minutes, and then we will delete the DynamoDB data. Okay, that way you will be understanding all the important operations like insert, delete, and get the data, right? And update basically you can do, suppose you have already one particular key related data available in your DynamoDB table, but suppose again you are inserting, then whatever or new data you are passing in the next run with the same primary key, that will be sitting in your DynamoDB table, the older will be overwritten. Okay, that's the simple update approach, so not a problem. So I will just wait for few time, maybe I will wait for 60 seconds. Okay, 1 minute, right? And then here what I will do, I will delete. So here Amazon DynamoDB delete. Okay, so we will delete the data. Again here, this also is kind of taking the same kind of API parameter structure what we have used in our get data. Okay, so if I just show you, the table name was studentinfo in our case, so don't forget to give the proper table name, and here we need to pass the key which we want to delete. Okay, so get the data send this particular output, so from here we need to take the particular key, right? So again, the complete data we are referencing with $, then here item is there, so let me just simultaneously write. Instead of here, we will be dynamically passing. So first will be item level, and then inside item here you can see the roll number is there. Okay, and inside roll number here this is the value N. I'll be putting that. Okay, that's pretty much it. and here this particular roll number column is basically number data type, so I will put n, and because we are dynamically taking, I'll be putting one more dollar, and here column name. So column name, here we have to put the key column name. Okay, so in our case the partition column or key column is roll number, so here what we will do, we will update that here. Okay, right? So this way the particular item whatever will be inserting, that will be getting deleted. Okay, so let me just save it and show you. So it is done. Maybe let me run with 3000, and here I can use frame. Okay, that is the name, and then here this is the roll number 3000. What I will do, I will start an execution, I will do a comma, and I will paste that here, and I will start the execution. Okay, so here if you see, it is in wait block. If I go here you will see that roll number 3000 frame BMHS Bengali, this is the data which just now ingested. Now within 1 minute this particular DynamoDB delete item will be executed, which will basically delete only that particular key whatever just now ingested, right? So that way my intention is just to show you how to work with DynamoDB, and these are the important operations: insert, delete, and get the data, right? Once you understand that, and then you can play with it very easily. So see, there are some catch points, like here we have seen how to use pass block to transform the data or take a particular section of our data. In the insert data block, we have understood how to basically play with result set. In the same block, whatever input is coming, along with that we are appending the output in a particular key, and we are sending to the next block, because it might happen in the next block the previous block's input is required, right? But generally what we do in this particular block, always we send the previous block's output, right? But sometimes in this particular block the previous block's input is also required, right? That time we can basically use that particular option what I discussed. Okay, so see here it is completed, it has deleted the record. So if I go here and refresh this particular row which is having roll number 3000 should be going away. If I refresh this, see it is gone, right? So this way we have understood how to work with step function and DynamoDB directly without appending lambda in the middle. Okay, and the best part is here we have just done drag and drop and some JSON operation, JSON path related operation we have worked. Okay, and then what you can do here, parallelly this kind of complete JSON data is generated, which you can pass to other AWS account to generate the same kind of structure. Okay, so I hope you understood how to work with step function and DynamoDB. This is all for this video. If you find this video helpful, then please like, share and comment. Subscribe our channel if you have not subscribed till now, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification of our latest videos. Thank you.